10 bizarre things found by airport security. Damn, bro, this intro is old. When was this uploaded? I was gonna say 2015. This intro was made with the Windows Movie Maker.
Airport security has definitely tightened up over the last decade. Airline officials X-ray, screen, and scan millions of passengers a year, confiscating thousands of items including illegal drugs, guns, and even grenades. On this list, we take a look at some of the craziest things some people have tried to smuggle onto an airplane. Back in September 2011, the TSA found 240 live fish swimming around in 4 hard-sided suitcases. Each piece of luggage was filled to the brim with water and fish of all sizes and types. The person in question should have stowed the fish on a cargo plane inside of properly packaged watertight containers. The fish fanatic tried to save time and money by stuffing them in large plastic bags and checking them onto the plane. But of course, nuts. One of the TSA agents heard all the sloshing coming out of the luggage, prompting an investigation.
I wonder what the guy on the screen sees. You know that dude when you put your bag through the conveyor belt and there's some dude looking at like an x-ray of your bag? He's just seeing like some skeleton of a fish just swimming by.
In the beginning of 2013, someone sent 3 large containers through Chicago O'Hare Airport. The containers housed 18 decapitated heads stored in formaldehyde. Turns out the heads were en route to a research facility in Chicago. It was originally shipped overseas to Rome for the purpose of anatomical study. The boxes didn't have the correct paperwork, which made airport security curious as to what they were for. The airport's chief of investigation stated, "This isn't as strange as it sounds. People ship body parts to universities and hospitals all the time. We just don't usually hear about it much."
Damn, I guess that kind of makes sense though, right? Like if somebody dies in one place and you gotta bring them to another.
In 2012, an Egyptian couple was caught at an airport in the United Arab Emirates when they tried to smuggle their 7-month-old baby boy into the country. Before the incident, the airline told them that they couldn't bring their son into the UAE because he didn't have a visa. So they decided to pack him inside of a carry-on bag.
Not. Can we just talk about how that's definitely not a picture of their child? And this is the most like stock photo. Like imagine they open up the suitcase and that's what they saw.
Because he didn't have a visa. So they decided to pack him inside of a carry-on bag. Officials spotted the boy in the x-ray machine as they tried to pass him through security, and the couple was promptly arrested. Customs officials saw the baby inside of the bag at the x-ray scanner and they were stunned. A police official stated, "This machine is very dangerous for anyone, let alone a baby in a bag to pass through."
Oh yeah, it's probably filled with like all that like radiation or whatever.
2 German women were arrested for trying to get a dead man onto a flight from Liverpool to Berlin. 91-year-old Kurt Gerant was propped up in a wheelchair and had sunglasses on. The 2 women even had him in a taxi cab ride for 45 minutes prior to arriving at the airport. When airport officials thought something was strange about his behavior, or lack thereof, they checked his pulse and realized he was dead. Medical examiners ranged the time of death anywhere between 12 to 36 hours prior to his discovery. The charges against the women were eventually dropped.
Yeah,
a 31-year-old
right?
Thai woman attempted to smuggle a baby tiger into Iran in 2010. In order to get the 2-month-old tiger cub to stay quiet and not move, it was heavily sedated. She tried to fool airport security by placing the live tiger next to an identical stuffed toy tiger. The x-ray machine at the Bangkok airport detected the animal's heartbeat, so they quickly opened the bag to reveal a living, breathing baby tiger. Although the woman denied any knowledge of the cub, she was immediately detained. As far as the origins of the animal is concerned, investigators still don't know if it was born in the wild or bred in captivity. A Panamanian woman flying from Colombia to Spain in 2012 was arrested by Barcelona's airport security because she had breast implants stuffed with 3 pounds of cocaine. At the customs counter, she gave vague answers to their questions.
That's enough internet for today, dude. What?
About her trip to Spain. This prompted them to examine her more closely. They found scars and blood-stained gauze below her breast as the woman claimed she had just undergone surgery for implants. Considering Colombia's reputation for drug smuggling, they took her to a nearby hospital to check her out. Sure enough, they found that the new implants weren't made of silicone, but just 2 plastic bags that were tied up and filled with dope.
Why did they gotta show a picture of them, dude?
In 2000,
bro, people do crazy stuff for drugs, man. Like, I'm super thankful I never got into any of that shit. It's people do crazy shit, dude. This is fucked up, but I'm just making a joke. But it's like, it's got to be insane. Like, I've never done cocaine, but it's got to be crazy. If you're going to cut open your boob and put cocaine in it, like, that's not something you do for something you're like, you kind of like. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't like cut open my butt cheek and put a bunch of cheese sticks in there. You know what I mean? Like, I love cheese sticks, but I would never do it for that because I don't love cheese sticks that much. You know what I mean? That is, it's like gross and sad and crazy all at the same time.
2009, a 23-year-old man flew from Dubai to...
Sorry, I didn't make it.
In 2009, a 23-year-old man flew from Dubai to Melbourne with 2 live pigeons strapped to the inside of his legs. When he disembarked in Australia,
Bro, why are they showing a picture?
He was searched by customs agents. They found 2 tiny bird eggs in a medicine bottle.
What did they use? What is this editing, bro? What is this stock image of a dude they used? Why this guy, bro? Dude, somebody was up late at night editing this video and they were horny. they chose a picture of this
to Melbourne
dude, bro.
with 2 live pigeons strapped to the inside of his legs. When he disembarked in Australia, he was searched by customs agents. They found 2 tiny bird eggs in a medicine
Somebody's
bottle.
editing this like, yeah, what did the guy look like? Yeah.
This gave them suspicion to search his person. He was wearing tights under his trousers, with a live pigeon stuffed into each leg. The birds were swaddled inside of bubble wrap envelopes with only their heads sticking out during their entire 10-hour flight. Australia has strict policies against smuggling animals and plants into their country as to not put their citizens at any health risk.
I think health risk is the least of this guy's concern, who's shoving pigeons in his pants.
A baby crocodile caused a panic on a flight bound for Egypt when it wriggled out of someone's carry-on luggage and wandered around the cabin. Passengers screamed as the foot-long reptile made its way under seats and down the aisle. Crew members on the flight, which originated in Abu Dhabi, managed to corner and capture the crocodile and handed it over to authorities when the plane landed in Cairo. No one on the flight took ownership of the animal, so no one was charged.
Yeah, I would imagine not, dude. Imagine you're the guy and you're like, you got your headphones on, you're watching the movie and you're the guy who brought the alligator on. You're just chilling, then you see out of the corner of your eye people freaking out and you take your, you're like, what? And you realize you're the one dude who's not freaking out because you're like, oh, fuck.
A woman in Stockholm, Sweden was arrested for trying to smuggle live snakes in her bra. Officials became suspicious when they spotted the woman repeatedly scratching her chest.
Bro.
When they pulled her aside for a body search, they removed 65 small baby snakes out of her undergarments.
Bro, this is the start of a porno, dude. You can't convince me otherwise. What are these animations that they're using also in this editing?
They also found 6 small lizards under the backside of her shirt. When asked why she tried to pass these animals through security, she told them that she was trying to start a reptile farm.
And honestly, I get it. Like, she's trying to start a reptile farm. Like, what else would you do? You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to start a reptile farm, that's what you gotta do, bro.
A Ukrainian woman was arrested after customs officials caught her trying to smuggle drugs inside of a vibrator. 26-year-old Svetlana Ivanchka was asked to empty her suitcases at Kiev airport. Someone on the flight tipped off officials that she had bought illegal drugs and was bragging about its location. After a very thorough investigation, the officers found hashish inside of a battery compartment of her vibrator.
I don't even know what that
police
is.
Spokesman stated that she put the drugs in there because she thought no one would ever think of touching it, let alone looking inside of it.
Honestly, that's not a bad plan. Like, that's kind of smart. Like, the fact that somebody tipped her off is like the only unfortunate part about that. Like, it's like she kind of thought that out. That's kind of smart. Like, low key, bro, I'd hire her to like help me do something illegal. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of smart, bro. You got to give props. Like, she clearly knew what she was doing. Oh man.